I recommend Mushoku Tensei. Now, these very words alone are despised by journalists who are captured by some false call to activism highlighting their perpetual state of delusion, seething at the fact that I would even dare make such a suggestion to watch. Journalists who are bitter for such an anime that once season 3 aired, it was top 5 most popular, not being part of their curated list of what audiences should or should not enjoy, let alone United Nations approved. Even after years of smear campaigns demonizing its story and author, insinuating he's guilty of an imagined crime because to them, what happens in fiction needs to be taken more seriously than what happens in actual reality, just a sign of our decayed society. They watch these stories as if it's actual footage of real people from a documentary incapable of processing fantasy worlds without this immediate knee-jerk reaction to apply real-world logic. These are the people responsible for destroying classic storytelling in the West, only spending their time exercising what they learned from their feminist gender studies class or postmodern activist course that has programmed them to respond to everything in an NPC-like manner. For them, distinguishing between fiction and reality is like asking a blind man to describe the color blue. It's not something they refuse, but it's physically impossible. The reason why we have actors telling people that the villainous roles they play in movies is not real, asking them please to stop messaging them angry comments as if the person is the character, is true upside down world BS. I read that a litmus test to determine true anime fans is if they enjoy Mushoku Tensei or not, and I'll disagree slightly. The test is that if they don't like it, are they capable of moving on to something else to watch without this incessant need to bitch about it every so often, making it routine at this point? And if not, then it's clear they aren't fans, plain as that. It should be studied how people who claim to hate it with such rage spend more time talking about it than those who truly enjoy it and do love it. They show more passion for the series and story than avid readers and viewers. Usually you'll see crazed fans being the stalkers depicted in movies, but now we're seeing haters being filled with such emotion they're calling for death threats of mangakas because of it, using some false logic to come to such a warped conclusion that just because a character is away in a story, that's grounds to accuse a whole country of a crime, while ignoring societies that actually do practice such crimes, it being legal to do so. But to point those out would be politically incorrect and requires real effort and resolve to do so, rather than focusing on drawn out imaginary fictional characters.
何？色仕掛け？
違う。
These overgrown children, cry-bullies suffering from underdeveloped upbringings, are the reason why comedy has been nearly dead in the West for years now. Everything is offensive to these types.
He is having a breakdown.
Say! Just say the right pronoun!
Everything that happens in novels, video games, movies, etc. must be condemned if it triggers someone's personal interest, choice of taste, flavor, and overall preferences, which is why anime and manga are such a threat to these people. Having options or choices for fans to choose from in a medium that has a vast range of stories to enjoy of all genres is like handing over the button to a nuclear missile. At least that's how they view it in their retarded mind. Oh, and speaking of retarded, that's also why that word was censored from dialogue of how Gohan addresses Boo and replacing it with Slowpoke.
Is he shitting me?
Just another example of how these people want to infantilize everyone, keeping the public and a child, no toddler-like state of mind, which leads to freakouts like these.
Stop! Misgendering me!
Mentally underdeveloped and actually leads to people becoming the very word they fear so much. The reason why journalists hate Mushoku Tensei so much is because, as stated, it doesn't fit into their United Nations approved list of anime to watch, while the United Nations pretends to like anime at the same time. These people have successfully subverted Western entertainment, destroying classics from the past, turning them into propaganda tools, only providing a limited scope of entertainment that fits into a narrow lens of activist worldviews. So anime has become their next target, knowing they can't allow such choices to exist, because people will choose entertainment that doesn't fit into their activism. Just by Mushoku Tensei existing, causes them to freak out, panic, and have a mental breakdown. It's like those social experiment videos we see of attractive women walking in public, minding their own business, and just by their presence alone causes other women to be angered, triggered, envious, furious, and resentful. That's how Mushoku Tensei is for them. A series and author that minds their own business and just by that alone causes them to seethe every minute of the day. But that's all I have for this video. Tell me what you think in the comment section below. I can see why they say indifference is the opposite of love, not hate, because people who don't care for the series just move on to something else. They don't spend their time sweating over a keyboard with such fury, needing to announce to the world how much they hate it. If anything, they help promote it more than anyone ever could. The irony. Also, if you want to support the content I create, consider joining my channel and becoming a member. It's much appreciated. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Free think. Peace.